notes are about proportions. Our objective today is I will use proportions to solve problems with a direct proportional relationship.
So again, we are going to solve problems with a direct proportional relationship. And you're probably thinking, what is a direct proportional relationship? So, well, let's start with what we do now. Okay, I will use proportions. So you should know what a proportion is. So we know that this is an example of a proportion. It says 1/3 equals 2/6. And a proportion is an equation that has two ratios that are equal. And their cross products are equal. Because 1 times 6 is 6, and 2 times 3 is 6. These are also equivalent ratios. Because if I reduce or simplify this, I get that. So a proportion is an equation that has two equal ratios, or that says that those two ratios are equal.
What?
I said that they are equal to each other. Okay, so let's talk about a direct proportional relationship.
You have got to be kidding.
I know, it's not that hard. It's not that hard, okay? Well, once I show you anyway. So what is a direct proportional relationship? Well, you know that a relationship is, how two things are related. And when I say something is directly proportional, I mean, but they change by the same factor. Okay, so you still might be saying,
What?
Okay. So, to get 1 to 2, I multiply by 2, and to get 3 to 6, I multiply by 6. So, they change by the same factor. 1 and 2 are factors of 2, and 3 and 2 are factors of 6. So they are directly proportional. They are equal to each other. That's all that means. Okay? So now what I want you to do is I want you to tell me if these have a direct proportional relationship. And again, all I'm asking is, are they equal? Yes or no? Okay? So there's several ways that you can do it. You can try to change it by the same factor, or you can cross multiply, or you can try to simplify this to see if you can get that. So it's completely up to you on how you do it. I just want you to tell me yes or no, are these directly related? And yes. Do you think you have to show work?
No!
Yes, no, yes, you do.
No!
No, yes, really, for real. You have to show work on this. Please don't do it in your head. Now, can proportions be written in different ways? And you should be saying, yes. Yes, they can be written in different ways. They can? Yes, we learned that in class today. You did? Yes, we learned that they can.
They can go like this, they can go like this, but not like this. They can go like this, they can go like this, but not like this.
Yes, that's what you learned today. And when I was talking about they, I was talking about the labels as well as the ratios can go like this. Okay, so remember that we talked about reading the problem, of course, pulling out our important information. Now, I have the question in parentheses because in the song it says, be sure to look at the question if you get stuck. So remember, we always start with our question and our proportions. And you will have answer choices here in a minute, but I'm not showing you yet because remember that I talked about how I wanted us to write our own proportion before we looked at the question. Okay, so we have one teacher for every 30 students. How many teachers do we need for 630 students? So we do cross product. 30x equals 630. And remember, we make our equation to help us figure out which one is the correct one. And remember, the one in class said which one did not. Does this one? You might need to look at your question again. Okay, so here are your answer choices. Okay, and what I want you to do is I want you to look back at what we did in class today to see if you can figure this one out. So let's do A together. We do our cross product. X times 630 is 630. X equals 30. So you would look at our equation that we made and see if that matches, okay? And you were gonna do the rest the exact same way and figure out which equation matches yours, okay? Then, once you find your correct proportion, okay, I want you to tell me how many teachers are needed for 630 students. So you're gonna solve for X, okay? And last but not least, you have to write a summary using all of these vocabulary words. Okay? And I know labels isn't a vocabulary word, but I still want you to use it in there. So write a summary about proportions using all of these words.
Bummer.
I know. But it really shouldn't be that hard, and you could look back at your notes to possibly help you. Okay, so that is it for today. And Ms. Gomez is out.